What do alopecia and misspelled graphic tees have to do with turning 30? Well, we're going to find out today because we've got the ladies of Dirty 30 in studio this morning at AFTERBUZZ TV.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Yes!
I like this. This guest pick jam.
What's
What's up, everyone? Thank you so much for tuning into AFTERBUZZ TV this morning for a very exciting Spotlight On interview. I am joined by the very talented, exciting ladies involved with the new film Dirty 30. The team, the YouTube superstar team. Anne Hart, Mamrie Hart, Grace Helbig. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
Hi.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
Thank you for these adorable microphones.
Yes.
It's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. These are cute.
It's
I've never felt quirkier.
Then the place is perfect for all of us,
Yay.
right? We fit right in. This is great. I'm your host, Blake V. I'm very excited to be leading you guys on this very cool interview today, talking about Dirty 30. Ladies, would you mind letting everyone know where they can find you on social media?
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah. I'm at Grace Helbig across the board, except Snapchat is real Grace Helbig.
And I'm at Mametown across the board, except on Snapchat, I'm real Mametown.
And I'm at Harto, Harto, across the board. And of the internet.
Yeah.
That's it.
She nailed it. She got into Snapchat quick.
Yeah.
Fabulous. Fabulous. Now we know what we're dealing with and we know where we are. Thank you guys so much for coming today. We at AfterBuzz TV are an online platform, and to have guests that have really seen some exciting success on the online platform is really cool for us, and you guys are really inspiring and encouraging to us here, so we're very happy to have you guys.
Thank you. Thank you for entertaining us wanting to start the show with a Jesus Christ Superstar jam.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So you guys make really heartfelt, incredible movies.
Oh, thanks.
You do. I mean, we see you guys making.
It's just, I always expect people to be like, you guys make like some
Dumb
weird videos.
content.
So, like, you guys are idiots. What's that like?
I literally was taken aback.
I know. Well, which leads me into my second point. You guys do make some crazy videos on YouTube. So it's a funny, kind of transition. It's like, I think that people wouldn't generally expect this type of filmmaking from you guys. People might be expecting something different, but it's very thorough. You guys are very legit.
Thanks. Thank you. Well, I think the interesting thing is our first movie that we did together, Camp Dakota, a couple years ago, definitely had a lot of heart and was a story that we wanted to tell.
It had two hearts.
Literally 2 hearts. And beat us one. And we wanted to tell a story about a sweet story about friendship and getting back to your girlfriends after a difficult breakup scenario. And this movie, Dirty 30, I think now touches more on the comedy roots that we do online all the time. But this is a really laugh out loud, funny, fun movie.
I'm so excited for it to come out just so I can start talking about it with people.
Yes.
Exactly. We've seen it like 5 times and it still makes me laugh. Like, laugh out loud.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, because you catch different things every time you watch it.
Yeah, there's multiple plot lines happening within one movie. So.
Yeah, I know, and this stuff is kind of like torture because it's like, how much can you really talk about? It's like, you want to talk about more.
Plus, also, when people describe funny scenes in movies, it just doesn't land the same way.
right.
Oh, remember that part with the guy and he was like,
Thing, they were dancing, and then that crazy shenanigan happened.
It's like almost as fun as hearing about people's dreams.
Right. You're like, huh?
Got it.
I know it all ends up with like, you had to be there.
Yeah.
You'll know when you see it. And your movies are really relatable too. I mean, talking about Camp Dakota into Dirty 30, like, we're all dealing with this stuff, guys. And it's like, it's cool. We can all feel like we have a part in the movie watching it,
I feel like, and I think that is something that we've been so fortunate with by getting our start as like online content creators is that we can make stuff that's authentic to our experiences and relatable to our lives. And so, we don't have to pass through any gatekeepers. When Mamrie's like, hey, Camp Dakota was great. I've got this other concept for a movie. Everybody's like, yeah, let's do it. That sounds great.
Well, I also feel like there aren't a lot of movies that deal with our age range and friendship.
Yeah.
Like, it's always,
Yeah, you're right. It's always like,
we're 29 to 32. Yeah, it's always about like love or kids or the struggle, and it's like, my family are my friends.
Yeah.
And so I feel like a lot more stories like that need to be told.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know, and I think that's part of the relatability is that not everyone, like you said, is married or has kids or whatever. I mean, a lot of people now our age, I'm the same age as you guys, are dealing with this kind of stuff. So it's like super realistic. I mean, everybody's friends are very important, and the stuff that you guys are dealing with is just like really, it's true. It's true
And
talk.
hopefully it'll give the kids that are in college, like a head start. Like when they get out of school, they're like, oh, so by the time I'm 30, I'm not supposed to have it all like.
Yeah,
Figure
it's
it
supposed
out.
to kind of still be a hot mess.
Got
Great.
it.
That's
Cool.
and
comforting.
thank God. Like, hallelujah. Because it's a lot of pressure to be like, life has to be perfect by the time you're 30. Sometimes it ain't. You know?
Right.
Nope.
Rarely ever
And
is.
yeah, and that's cool if it's not. It's
Yeah,
fine.
I
And
think-
that's a new like kind of social standard that needs to be talked about, and you guys have done a great job at it.
Thanks. Yeah, I think it's okay to not follow a plan that you have for yourself. I think that's really important to realize that like releasing yourself from like these, checkpoints that you want in your life can kind of create a much better life for you that's less stressful.
Exactly. And so people watching, in the movie, my character Kate gets a letter from her 16-year-old self that her teacher had her write, and it kind of maps out what she thinks her life is going to be when she's 30, and it's very much not that. And I feel like that's the same for us, for kids right now, when they're thinking about what they want to do exactly. When I was 16, like, I just got dial-up AOL. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the internet was still...
I do know what you mean.
So, like, I would have no idea that this would be my career.
Yeah.
So, taking those expectations, I mean, we're all going to be robots. By the time 16-year-olds are 30.
Yeah.
Just
that's
like...
true. True.
Totally. So, Mamrie, what is it like? What's kind of your inspiration for the story behind these films, and kind of what drew you to making film as opposed to just more YouTube videos about this stuff?
Well, originally, I've always wanted to do TV and film since I was a little girl. So I went to school for acting. I moved to New York to act, which is where I met Grace. We did sketch comedy in New York together. So traditional's always been where I wanted to go. I kind of say that YouTube is what has opened the doors to the rooms I've always wanted to be in. So yeah, making the longer content and now getting to do it with friends is the best. Absolutely.
Yeah. And speaking of, how did you guys all connect and decide that everything was working so well and that you wanted to continue on this journey
This is
together?
working well. Let's harvest.
Those words exactly.
Grace and I met in New York through a friend of hers, Michelle, and then Grace had been doing online video for already like 3 years or something like that by the time that we met. So we got dinner, and then later at a convention, Grace and Mamrie were there at the convention called Playlist Live, and we were just all sitting by the pool, and Grace literally came over and was like, "Do you like Bloody Marys?" And I was like, "I like Bloody Marys." Mamrie was like, "I also like Bloody Marys." But when you think about it, we were literally just hanging like.
I know, but that sounds like like elementary school lunchroom where you come and sit down. And you're like, "Do you like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches?"
Goldfish?
But that's kind of how it was, because I was sitting by the pool just being like, doo, doo, doo. And I was like, oh, hey, Grace.
There's a picture of us all holding Bloody Marys the first time we met Hannah.
Yeah.
That's
really
adorable,
sweet.
guys.
Isn't that crazy?
Really sweet.
Oh my gosh, what a moment, what a scrapbook moment.
I mean, who knew? Yeah.
It was fun. And then we just all got along really well. And then Mamrie and I have been doing live performing in New York, sketch comedy and improv comedy. And we thought, oh, this is really fun when we hang out. How do we do this live and like expand on these videos that we've been making with each other at that point? And then from there, Hannah met a guy named Michael Goldfine, who was an executive producer on Camp Dakota, and she was like, you need to meet Grace. And I met him, I was like, you need to meet Mamrie. And then Mamrie had an idea for a camp film. And
Yeah, I
Michael,
had about like 20 pages written before I met Michael, but it wasn't about that. It was mainly just one person's journey. And then when I met with Michael and he heard the word camp, he was like, he loved camp so much.
Loved it.
So then it was figuring out how to take that original seed of an idea and turn it into kind of like a 3-piece. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Super fun. And you guys do so many projects outside of the YouTube videos that we see. I mean, you guys are involved in so much stuff, film and other YouTube channels and tours and live shows and stuff like that. Do you guys have any kind of like formula for how you decide what you do, or is it all kind of just as opportunities come?
I mean, yeah, I think, I'd love to be like, well, we have a formula.
Here's a strategy. Yeah.
But really, it's just like when, I think that the only thing I try to think about when I'm doing stuff off platform is like, okay, is this trying to stay true to the ideals that got my started in the first place? But then also like, it's really hard out there. Like, it's super competitive. Like, we're like so blessed with any opportunity that comes our way. It's important to try and figure out how to seize it, you know?
And also how to decline. because
Yeah.
because for as many opportunities as you get, there's as many that you just need to say no to because in your gut it's not right.
Right.
So we try to think, I mean, the internet is so fast and immediate gratification, and you want to grab everything you can, but you really got to think like, how do we stretch this out? And this is a career, not a moment in time.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
And I hate
Very wise.
running.
Very
And I
wise.
hate running.
I'm going to do like a walking half marathon.
Yes, please.
Good for you.
I'll sign up for that one. Yeah. Not into running either. And so you guys are sort of pioneers of this new platform. I mean, you guys are kind of treading path that no one else has. So you guys kind of making these decisions about what projects to be a part of and kind of where to go in your career. How do you guys feel that this sort of online platform differs from something like cable or something traditional that we're used to? I know, Grace, you've had kind of your play in that. How was that for you?
It's interesting. I think the three of us are really fascinated by media and the creative juices behind how you consume media and how that changes over time. Mamrie and I started out auditioning for TV and film, and making web videos for me was really a hobby that turned into this career that was still like survival job for me in New York while I continued to audition for TV and films and continued to get rejected over and over. And then when I met Hannah is when I learned the power of the business side of YouTube and how that was developing and how career opportunities were actually.
I know. Look at her.
Well,
She was sitting there with the cigar and scotch. Telling us all about showbiz.
With her nameplate, the business consulting.
Exactly.
Let me talk to you about apps, kids.
But it was amazing because it was this era when we're all enjoying creating these web videos, and then to our surprise finding out that career opportunities are possible while there's a community developing of people that just purely supported each other's endeavors because it was so new and none of us knew what we were doing. When you go into the traditional space, it's very competitive. NBC isn't going to promote a show on ABC, but I will for sure promote a video that Hannah posted from her channel. And so it was this wonderfully collaborative space that just felt so positive and so supportive. And I think traditional is figuring that out more and more every day, and is trying to figure out how to incorporate that in what they do and how to change like how we continue to consume media. And it's fascinating. I mean, I love the internet space because of that collaborative community, because of that supportive system.
Absolutely. Like I know, for instance, like Colleen Ballinger has a Netflix show coming out, and I'm really excited to see it when it comes out. And she's really excited to come to our Dirty 30 movie premiere. You know, it's because we're all just kind of. It's a wonderful time because we're all rooting for each other.
Yeah.
And every time someone from the YouTube community who you know for sure has been working their butt off since like 2008, 2007, whenever. It's so wonderful to be able to also celebrate in their joy.
Yeah, it's like Little Rascals.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of Little Rascals.
Yeah.
That's lovely, guys.
But we only feel that way about YouTubers. No, I'm kidding.
Everyone else, get out of here. So business guy, Hannah, how did you develop that? How did you know what you were doing to be business consulting?
So side note, this chick, speaking of traditional,
Well, yeah. So I actually wasn't. You mean like speaking of traditional? I have a TV show coming out.
Yeah.
So I have a TV show coming out later. It's with Food Network. Yeah, it's really exciting. So it's kind of really a wonderful moment that I'm trying to savor. Where it's like we have Dirty 30 coming out this week, which I'm so happy about because I'm just excited for people to see this movie. I've got a book coming out next month, and then the TV show is coming out. You know.
How are you standing? It's like exhausting.
Yeah.
Your
she's
life.
technically sitting.
Yeah.
She wheeled in here.
Really, she's hologramming it. She's not
attached to
even
that
not
chair.
even here.
We've been weekend at Bernieing her for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah,
For sure.
I believe it. I'm a
believe
husk.
it.
Clear strings.
Very cool. What is your TV show called? Are we able to know?
I can't disclose any of that
Okay,
information at this
okay.
time. However,
Fair.
stay curious and follow me on all my
It's on-
social platforms.
And it's on the Food Network?
Yes. Food Network.
Keep an eye out on the Food Network. They're perfect. Great. So I'd love to talk more about Dirty 30.
Yes.
We have a clip that I'd actually love to show to get everyone familiar with what we're going to be talking about.
Yay.
So let's take a look and see. Do you guys know what the clip is? I'm not sure what it is. We're
No
all going to
idea.
find out together.
It's gonna be a surprise.
It's going to be exciting.
30th birthday.
Yes, and I don't want to make a big deal about it.
No, let's make a big deal. Let's have a party. Yes, please let us throw you a party. Please, it's what I do.
No, thank you. But if you insist on going out, I'll break out this bad boy. Red Lobster, baby. 25 big ones. Courtesy of Aunt Meryl, who is a freak, officially.
Wow. Well, I'll get excited if there's a Cheesecake Factory gift card in here.
I think there is, but I used it.
What is this? It's from Lincoln High.
I don't know, they probably want money. Are we old enough that schools want money from us now?
I think you are, technically, yeah.
Oh, okay. That sounds good.
Shut the front door.
What? Did I not graduate?
No, okay,
My recurring dream.
yeah. Sophomore English when Mr. Robbins had us write letters to our 30-year-old selves.
Vaguely.
Yeah, well, he actually mails them.
Oh my God.
Stop it. No, Evie!
Please read it. Kate?
Okay, we're really doing this, huh?
Dear 30-year-old Kate.
Oh wow, you dot your eyes with little stars. That's precious.
Hey, Kate. Congrats on surviving till 30. You go, girl.
You go, girl.
It was the early 2000s. And You Go Girl is timeless. Come on.
It is timeless.
Thank you.
It is.
You will be a super successful orthodontist with your own practice.
Cool. Teenage me is already 0 for 1.
There will be a little one to take care of, or at least a bun in the oven.
I don't even use my oven. Literally or metaphorically.
You'll have the greatest guy in the world. He'll be handsome and sweet and funny.
Ouch.
I have no doubt you will have the most incredible life. I'll see you then.
Yeah, that last line was pretty creepy.
I'll see you then. I'll see you.
I love this.
Yeah.
So I've seen the movie. It's hilarious. I loved it.
Thank you.
You guys are just everything is put together so like great. Even this scene right here, the letter, the 16-year-old self writing it to future self. I mean, coming up with that is sort of a great transition or sort of like, I don't know, setup for the
a good
story.
device.
It is a great device.
Device.
That's exactly what it
Nothing
is.
beats a letter from the past.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing. And I was so excited to watch it too because I am about to have a 30th birthday.
Whoa.
I think you and me are Scorpios.
Yeah, buddy. Oh wow.
I'm November 11th.
I'm November 2nd.
Look at that. Same year.
Whoa.
You and me.
Whoa.
30-30 back to back.
I know.
Whoa.
I know. So I've been like planning my 30th birthday dash.
Yay.
Right?
Get
And you
it.
guys are invited.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
So I'm like picking up like tips and stuff from this movie, just saying.
Yeah.
No, but for real, I can like 100% relate because it's me. This whole movie is me and it's great. And you guys are dealing with so many topics. I mean, you're dealing with relationships, being married, not being married, kids, have them or don't have them, you know, reconnecting with past relationships, high school, you know, all of this stuff that people sort of deal with every day, and especially as getting older, and kind of learning. I feel like the message is sort of learning to like take your path as it is, and not to have like a preconceived thing rule it out.
There's no recipe for adulthood.
True.
Yeah.
But wait till you see what happens to Kate.
My God. Which mug should I drink after that?
I know you have so many choices going on. It's so good.
Wait, so how are you doing like a real introspective, like, where am I at 30? Is that happening to you?
Yes.
It is.
Okay.
Hardcore.
Okay.
Hardcore. And I'm also trying to like keep it light and celebratory. And I'm also
Right.
doing like the big shindig that I'm inviting people to. It's like I don't know, I'm somewhere in between.
Yeah. It's always, I mean, it's always tough. I mean, especially, I'm not someone that throws birthday parties for myself, but, you know, Mamrie has thrown me birthday parties in the past. So I feel like this movie is a good representation of like, rely on your friends, help you get through.
Yeah. And also, you know, time is like an illusion, right? So it's like technically you're not turning any age at all.
I heard that Elon Musk said something like there's a 50% chance that we're all existing in the Matrix.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
So, I mean, that rationalizes any insecurities you have.
Too hungover for that panic attack. Okay, the Emmys were last night.
Too early for that.
Like, the existential crisis cannot happen on camera.
Yeah, also time isn't even time. Like I was just doing some research on the Mayan calendars and like really we're supposed to be in year like 7,000 something. Anyway,
So crazy.
that's a whole nother conversation, ladies.
On a lighter note, yes, time is an illusion because I actually turned 33 this week. I'm playing a younger woman in this film.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. It's on Thursday or Friday. I don't know. Time is an illusion. But I am having way more fun than I did at 22, 23. Like, I feel like I've hit like a second round of my 20s.
Yeah.
So what have I been saying? I've been saying 30s are the new teens.
Yeah, she's been saying 30s are the new teens.
I love that so much.
But you know, so much can happen. Like so much can happen in the course of like a decade, right? So it's like, you know, the 19-year-old self I was is totally different, and I'm a lot happier. And I think that like you just have to make sure that whatever age you are, you're living your best life in that age.
Right. And that whatever you're going through at that moment, good or bad, shapes you for like the person you become later on in life. Because we get asked a lot, like, what would we change if we could go back to our 16-year-old selves and change our paths? And Mamrie's answer has always been like, wouldn't change a thing. And I'm like, that makes because it's made you who you are today.
Yeah, because I'm not trying. We've all seen Sliding Doors starring Gwyneth Paltrow. I
don't wanna mess with
I wouldn't change a thing. What if then I was like, I had 4 kids and I was living in North Carolina, like bored off my ass? Like, no.
That would not be your happiness, but it
would
might
not.
be someone else's.
It's true. Like, no hate.
Yeah.
But not for me.
Yeah.
No.
Totally.
I love it.
I want to be drinking a mimosa at AfterBuzz TV at 10 a.m.
That's right. That's right. This one hooks it up. Yeah. So I'd love to know kind of how you guys put together these movies. I know specifically with Dirty 30, you have all kinds of like fun friends and YouTuber people, and it's like just this whole crazy thing. How do you guys put it together?
I mean, it's not just us. It's an amazing group of cast and crew that come together and make these movies happen. And it really, we've been very, very lucky to work with really amazing people. Michael Goldfine has put together a team from Camp Dakota and now on Dirty 30 that it doesn't feel like work when you're on set. It really felt like we were at a house party every day. And with this, because it was more of an ensemble piece, we were able to filter in all of our digital creator friends that are just genuinely very talented actors into roles that they were perfect for, along with old comedy friends that Mamrie and I have from New York days of doing improv and sketch comedy.
Yeah, there's character Peter, who Hannah goes head to head with. Him and I were on a sketch team together at UCB in New York until the month before I moved to LA.
Yeah.
Like, so him getting on the feet, it was like, this guy's perfect. I know this guy. He has to come.
And Matt Delpina, who plays Kate's love interest, was on an improv team with me called Handsome Town in like 2009 back in New York.
Out.
Yeah.
Aptly named.
It's so fun. And then we had just a bunch of people that auditioned for parts that we didn't know before that were so good. And so it feels really like warm, and you get really proud of how everyone came together and everyone shines and everyone has a moment, and it's great.
I think that's wonderful also because it kind of shows like the value of your relationships through the years, that you should always work hard, but also be supportive of your friends who are working hard.
Yeah.
Like I feel like this industry can get really like really insular and really like, no, that's mine, haha. But like if you're happy and excited for other people's success as much as you are for your own, you never know what opportunities like they might bring to you.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, yeah, I 100% believe that Dan's going to be way more famous than me, and I'm going to need a favor real soon. Like, I'm setting myself up down the road.
So that's the formula. We're putting people in the movies that can help us out later. I got you.
Yeah.
Nice. I love it. Richard Raven.
Yeah, that's another one. So,
Adam Lustig.
He's a star.
Right. We know
Oh my
it.
God.
I mean, we've known this for years, and now we're like, we just want other people to see how good he is.
again, he's another friend that he was in a sketch group in New York that a lot of times, like my sketch group would split a slot with them.
Yeah.
And he has always just been the funniest dude. And when I first saw him in the full goth makeup, I mean, it was just mind-blowing because he is the most clean-cut, fast-talking, here we go guy. Like, he's not of this era.
Right.
And then seeing him
He was amazing.
I was dying. I mean, he was a fantastic addition. I loved it. I loved his like dance off. There's like an
so
amazing
good.
dance off scene.
Truly.
That's the hardest we laugh on set.
That just kind of like happened, right? Like they were like started going.
They were in between like setting up another shot, and they were like, okay, we have this area. Let's do this right now and just see. And it was totally
wasn't in the
improvised.
script.
No way.
Yeah, it was
That's
super,
amazing.
super fun.
And so good.
It's also everyone that we work with is really great, really talented, fun, but also totally professional, which just is great.
Yeah, you never had to worry about, well, I want my friend to be in this part, but give them a fake call time because they're going to be an hour late. No, everyone brought their A game, and like they knew how much we care about these projects, and so I think that reflected in how good a job they wanted to do.
Nice. That makes it easier too. You didn't have to fire anyone or kick anyone out.
No awkward moments. Great.
So when people watch this,
Yes.
I think it comes out this Friday, right? The 23rd. Okay,
23rd.
Great. Dirty 30 coming out this Friday. What do you hope people? How do you hope they respond to it? What do you hope they get from it?
I hope they laugh out loud.
Yes.
And I hope that they tell their friends like this was so funny. I hope it makes them feel good and light, and then also I don't know, happy with their lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe like we were talking about, knowing, especially for like the younger demographic, that okay, I'm not nervous about getting older. Like, look how much fun they're having. But also too, I just want them to leave. It's in select theaters on Friday and available for pre-order on iTunes right now, and then it'll be on demand across all the boards. But I want them to go, that was really fun. Let's throw a party tomorrow. Yeah. You know, just get like stoked.
Really? Yes, I totally was. Well, and it was funny because, like I said, I'm trying to plan the 30th, and I was like, this is great. This is me. What? I hope it turns out like it. I don't know. It looked like a fun party. So
just get big blown up faces of yourself.
Yeah, that's always a
Go
must.
for it.
I loved. I know. So, big faces,
Shot skis are
misspelled T's,
funnel
shot
caking.
skis.
Yeah.
These are all great party tips.
Yeah, yep.
And you guys will all know what they mean after
Yeah,
you see the film.
We're talking in code right now. I know, but it's so exciting. We had a couple of fan questions I'll throw
Great.
at you real
Yeah.
Love it.
quick. At Woe Brooke wanted to know, how did you guys come up with the names for the characters?
Oh, this is always tough.
You emailed asking us what we wanted our character names to be.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Because in all the scripts, until honestly the pre-production really kicks in, until like a month and a half before, 2 months, I just have the scripts as our own names.
Yeah, which is really funny to read, like a table read, to be like, this is too real, that this is characters saying this right now and having this crisis right now, and it just says Grace says.
But I think you guys just shot back some names.
Yeah, I really like the name Charlie. I think it's a great name.
Yeah.
It's such a cute, fun name.
I feel like there
totally
was one
is.
you wanted that was kind of weird.
It was like a superhero sounding name or something. It was, what was it, Batman or something? I forget.
Yeah, the
exactly.
Joker.
No, wait, I think there was one that I said like as a joke, but like their first name's blah, but they go by their middle name.
Yes.
Yeah, and the middle name's
That's
Charlie.
complicated.
It's
Octavius.
interesting twofold because I think we throw out names and then they have to clear them.
Yeah, do Venom.
So there's a lot
Right.
of
Turns
names
out-
you can't have.
Charlie Brown, taken.
Okay.
Oh,
I know.
Okay.
Huge bummer.
Charlie Chaplin, almost. And
Huge
what's
bummer.
weird for me is picking a name. Like Kate is a very standard name. My name is so weird in real life.
Yeah.
It
To
is
be like,
unique.
now
It is.
I'm called something that everyone knows how to pronounce. No one's like Kati. What is it? Kiti. You know, that's my life normally.
Right.
Yeah, Mamrie just responds anytime somebody starts making an M sound. They're
She's
like,
like, that's me.
Oh yeah, if you're in a casting room and someone comes out and just goes, that's me.
That's
Totally.
hilarious. That is hilarious. Okay, so now we know. Now we know how
Now
we
we
choose the
know.
names. At Helbig Slays asks,
Yeah, she does.
she does. What scene in the movie do you think fans will like the most?
What scene?
I think maybe
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say the TPing
Yeah.
scene.
I was gonna say that there's a part that I forgot about until I saw it in a GIF the other day on, I think, the Dirty 30 Instagram account, where you cover yourself and you dance for Kate. Charlie dances for Kate. I totally forgot about that moment. I was like, it's so dumb.
Baby birthday.
Yeah.
Baby birthday.
Yeah, exactly. Remember that? And that was made up on the fly too.
Oh man.
I think people are going to really love the scene where Hannah gets extremely competitive with Dan, who plays Peter, and they do like a series of round fast competitions, and I think people are going to be stoked to see.
It was pretty
Hannah
fun.
just was
Yeah.
amped.
I was amped.
You really were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really. Like,
Yeah.
it was that.
What a joy.
That
to get-
became its own storyline.
Yeah.
Also, I think they're gonna love Mikey Murphy's character, who plays the high schooler that comes with Raven as his older brother.
yes.
And he comes to the party, and there's a little love story that happens there that's just so precious and
Just
sweet.
the sweetest.
Yeah.
Which is adorable. And what kind of made you think to have him, you know, create his own little side
we wanted
story?
to get a high schooler in there just because, you know, it is a 30th birthday, which not everyone is going to relate to. And it is such, even though it's for Kate, it's a house party like you would have in high school.
Right.
We very much, when Grace and I were coming up with the story for it, it was very much like Can't Hardly Wait-esque. We want multiple storylines, whatnot. So we want, while everyone can age up and relate to what these people are going through, just on a human level, having that younger crowd as well for people who are in high school and closer in age to that. And I love that storyline so much because it reminds me, it's the most like a John Hughes movie.
Yeah.
Like, it feels very much like the 16 candles leaning over the
It's just so real and
cake.
precious.
Mikey's just adorable.
He's great.
Like his smile.
He really
So
is.
cute.
glasses.
Like the perfect embodiment of just like a sweet, like high school kid.
Yeah. And I mean, you have to imagine if a raging house party is happening in a small suburban town, like there's going to be all types of people that trickle in to that event.
Yeah. Absolutely. That makes a lot of sense.
Oh, I can't wait for Mikey to see the movie.
I know. I just can't wait for people to watch.
It's so exciting. I know. It's cool. It's strange because you guys, you're waiting for everyone to see it. It's like just the strangest time.
It's definitely Christmas Eve right now.
Yeah, totally.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay, so at Hetty TF asks, what was it like working with Betsy Randall?
Oh my God, she is
That was a dream.
amazing, and she was just so great. She was
I know.
so great, and she's like
She's one of those faces where when she pops on the screen, you're like, oh,
Well, that's
so
what
excited. You
Mamrie
know?
came
I
to
was
me.
a huge Boy Meets World fan.
Yeah, Mamrie came to me one day. She goes, "I think we got the mom from Boy Meets World," and I was like, "What?" And that was my first day on set.
It was the first
scene.
day of filming.
I was like, "Oh my God!" I'm at my very first scene. That's like breaking the seal of shooting this movie is with the mom from Boy Meets World. Okay, be cool. Everything's fine. You know what you're doing. You know your lines.
Oh, and the best part is we were in hair and makeup, and she had just done a celebrity episode of Chopped on the Food Network.
Yeah.
And which I've seen every episode of. Like, I love Chopped.
Yeah.
And so we were getting the scoop, and she was like, and meanwhile, Jack Hay didn't add this ingredient. And so she was just like talking the
It was a BTS.
Chopped
Talking some
smack.
ish.
I was in heaven.
But she was like a
Sounds
total pro.
amazing.
She literally was like, came back to set the next day, and she was like, I just love everything you guys are doing. Like, please tell me anything that you need from me. Just like so sweet, and like really there to make the
Really
what is
supportive.
like kind of a small part in the grand scheme of how many people are in the ensemble. She really wanted to make sure that she was doing everything as best as she could. It was
Yeah.
really
love that.
inspiring. Yeah, it was cool.
Oh, that's so nice to hear. I know it's funny because she plays a role different than how we see her in
Right.
Boy Meets World, just saying. So that was funny too.
Oh, the whole dinner party scene with the family, I was like,
That's a great scene.
she was so good. She was so like ice
She can be an
eyes.
ice cold bitch.
She can't, like,
in the best way
she totally
possible.
can.
But we were like, but at the end of the day, will you give us a life lesson?
Yeah. I know. And can we Instagram with you?
Yeah.
And of course, she was like, yes to both.
Of course.
Absolutely. I love it.
Yeah.
Cool, guys. Okay. So I'd love to play with you guys a game called Dirty 30 the Game.
Oh, how did you come up with that?
I know, right? I thought really hard. It was total brainstorm sesh. Okay, so this is going to be a multiple choice trivia question.
Okay.
Multiple choice trivia questions. Yeah, that's right. Thank you. And it's going to be things relating to 30.
Okay.
So whether it's 30 years ago or people that were 30
Okay,
or
I love
things
it.
like that. Okay, so
Fun.
yes. So I guess just like yell it out and I don't know, we'll keep track somehow.
We'll go.
Should we buzz in?
Yeah,
buzz. What's the buzz?
We need a buzzer at AfterBuzz, obviously. Okay. First question. Everybody
I got
ready?
Hannah immediately created a buzzer with her hand.
I love it. I love how you guys are so ready. This is great. P.S. I'm keeping score over here.
Thank
so
you.
This is
Okay.
like-
Trust me, we are too.
okay. Okay. Number one. 30 years ago in 1986, which of these...
Yep.
Sorry.
I was born.
I was born. We were both born. Which of these sitcoms about a furry alien creature... Say it again.
Alf.
That was
I'll
like
let you have
hardcore
it.
tie.
Alien life form.
I'll let Mamrie have it. She's a huge Alf fan.
Okay, I mean that was like very much tied.
I have an Alf phone. in my
Girl,
house.
yes.
I thought it was multiple choice.
It is.
But if you know it,
If you know it, you know it.
Do you know Alf
Okay.
released 2 albums? They're not bad.
Wow.
That sounds
Okay, can we
awful.
get Alf at our premiere?
Can I just tell you, I am
Albums.
supremely glad I put this question on here because who knew? Who knew Mamrie was?
Mamrie is a
Extreme Alf fan.
I think it's
Fun
called like
facts.
Highway to Melmac. That's his planet. Okay,
my
I'm sorry.
God.
Keep going. I want to be able to have sex at some point with another human, and I'm really like being like this girl.
And she loves
Stay
Alf.
away.
I was
she
gonna
loves
guess Morgan Mindy. Remember that show?
Mork and Mindy.
I have that on my list of multiple
it
choice
Morg?
answers.
It's Mork with a K.
Oh,
Yeah,
never saw it
Morgan
spelled out.
Mindy, the CSI spinoff.
Just so we know, the multiple choice answer or suggestions were X-Files, Mork and Mindy, and Alf. Okay, number 2. Which of these films about a high school kid playing hooky from school with his...
I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna give it to Grace.
No, you can go for it. Go ahead.
Is it Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Girl, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yay!
Sorry, we're so competitive that this is like.
This is fantastic. I'm loving this. I'm loving this so much. Okay, number 3. Which of these boxers won his first world boxing title in Las Vegas 30 years ago in 1986? A. Mike Tyson. B. George Foreman. C. Muhammad Ali?
I think that was Hannah.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, Hannah.
Oh,
let's
but
have
I'm a
it.
sacrificial lamb now.
Yep.
I'm gonna guess George Foreman.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson won his first world boxing title in Las Vegas
George
30
Foreman
years
was
ago.
already
guess?
grilling lean meats.
Oh, no. I was also going to guess George Foreman. Doesn't George Foreman have 5 sons named George?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I
they're
think
all
the
like,
daughter's like Georgina.
yeah.
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 Very on brand.
Way to be. I think also, I was gonna say something else and I can't think of it now. Anyway, okay, number 4.
Okay.
In which city did the 1986 biggest nuclear disaster occur?
Whoa.
A. Beirut, B. Chernobyl. Hannah.
It's Chernobyl.
Girl, yes.
I think you said that so ominously.
It's Chernobyl. That's our third film that's coming out.
Chernobyl 2.0. I'm sorry, I had to throw everything pop culture in here, you know?
You
had to mix
guys,
it up.
why did we pick Chernobyl for spring break? That's our third one.
That's what I've always said, Mamrie. Thank you for seconding that.
I'm your thought.
Okay. All right, number 5. This Madonna album was released 30 years ago in 1986. A. Like a Virgin.
Oh, sorry.
Yes,
Zip.
Mamrie. Nope.
What?
Zip.
Are you having a stroke? Are you okay?
Okay.
Mamrie.
A. Like a Virgin. B. True Blue. Or C. Big Pimpin'. Yes.
True Blue.
Yes. Girl.
Oh.
Yes.
Baby, I love you. I love that album.
There
You need both.
There you go.
Number 6. In 1999, 30-year-old Jennifer Lopez released which of the following singles?
Oh, God.
A.
What year?
1999.
Okay.
A. Jenny from the Block. B. Straight Outta Compton. Or C. If You Had My Love. Yes.
Jenny from the Block.
What?
Oh, sorry. Oh,
No, I came in after.
No.
It's
If You Had My Love.
Wait, don't we get a second chance?
I think we...
Sure. Yes. Okay. Yes. I'm sorry. Were you going to get that?
There's only
She
so
was-
many choices that you could choose. I
Yeah,
feel like
you're
if
right.
you-
You're right. You're right. If one of us doesn't get it, nobody gets
Nobody gets it.
it. I'm gonna start bailing on all of
I
us.
ain't happy.
P.S. I'm very open to second chance. That's fine with me. Okay, number 7. The rock band 30 Seconds to Mars features which actor?
Zip.
Yes.
Jared Leto.
Yes.
I like you turned your buzz into a zip.
I've also added a second one.
Mamrie is taking over my buzzer.
It's getting serious, this game. It's getting very cutthroat. Okay. Number 8. 30-year-old Britney Spears released her 7th studio album, which was...
Go ahead, babe.
What?
Perfume?
Nope.
That was her last one, right?
Wait, don't get the answer.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
A. Jagged Little Pill. B. Femme Fatale. Or C. Oops, I Did It Again. Yes.
Femme fatale.
Yes.
Yay! 1 point.
Yes.
Was Perfume an album? Or was that just a song?
I think it might have just been a song.
That's a product you can buy at a store.
Femme Fatale doesn't get enough credit.
I've never heard of it.
If You Want a Piece of Me is a great song, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
That's- that whole
Blackout
album when she
album.
was going through her crisis was actually amazing.
Seek me?
Yeah. Oh, that one. God.
Ooh.
What a sneak
About
attack.
double entendre.
Right? Love it.
Yes, I couldn't agree more. Okay, number 9. Which of the following months do not have 30 days?
Zip.
I think it was Hannah. I'm sorry,
I didn't
Grace.
guess.
Grace.
February.
Yes.
And there's others.
Trick question. That was not on my list, but yes, February totally counts. So
And
yes.
all the other ones that have 31.
Yep.
Oh, got it.
All the rest have 30 or 31. Yes, February.
But don't 31 days, they have 30 days.
That's true.
So February, I'm going to say is the right answer.
She's that student.
Excuse me.
Excuse me, I know you planned out this entire game, but I would like to find all the holes in it.
Thank you for pointing that out. I will take this question off the test permanently. That's what they do for like SATs or something. This one comes in and they
Yeah.
go, okay, we got
She will
to
represent
clear
me
it
in
off.
court if I ever need her.
I'm seeing the true colors of the
Yep.
business consulting right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, and you can also
great.
see a little bit of Charlie coming through.
It's so good.
Disqualified.
Okay, last question, ladies.
Wait, what's the score?
It doesn't matter. Last
Okay,
question's
you're
worth 500 points.
No. Actually, okay. So Mamrie has 3. Hannah has 2. Grace has 2.
Oh, whoa. Tight
So we
race.
could come
You
to
could
a.
tie me.
We could.
Last questions. If you get it wrong, it's
Could
worth
be
negative
anybody's
six.
game. Okay. 30 years of marriage is considered what anniversary? Yes, Hannah.
Pearl.
Yes, we got the same different thing.
They literally
Because
just
last time we got this wrong, I got,
You got covered in
a bunch of
flour.
stuff poured
We got a
over
bunch
my
of
head as
flour.
punishment. Yeah.
Okay, that's amazing. I was like, no one will get this one. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, Mamrie and Hannah are tied.
Should we Rochambeau to determine a true winner?
Do it.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Sorry, I mean, or high five. Both except.
No.
But
Show your
Rochambeau,
character.
this is rock, paper, scissors. Rochambeau is like when you kick someone in the balls.
No.
That's South Park, that whole South Park episode. Yeah, look. She's
Does that
shaking
mean
her
we're
head.
all excluded from Rochambeau, or what's happening?
No, you can kick a girl in the tank. Okay, sorry. Right. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, shoot.
Oh,
1, 2, 3, shoot.
Hannah's the winner.
Best revenge is your paper.
You just nailed that!
Best game. Thank you guys for playing Dirty 30 the game. Thank you. That was so fun.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
That was really good.
Always learning.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's like, who knew? Who knew
Next
all
time
these
we play a
factoids?
30 related game, we're gonna be like,
gonna crush
Mark
it.
Jason.
See, I set you guys up for success on all the rest of the
Exactly.
press.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. You're welcome. That's gonna do it, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining me. Everybody out there, please check out Dirty 30. It is available to everyone on the 23rd. This Friday, the 23rd. Check it out. You can stream it. You can buy it at some point.
Yep, it's in select theaters. You can pre-order on
Yes.
iTunes now.
And also on the 27th, there's the actual DVDs exclusive to Target.
Fabulous.
Boom.
Amazing.
So everything is coming together these next couple weeks. Check out these fabulous ladies on everything they're doing. They've got a little leftover press to do for the movie, I think. So check them out on all their social media and everything like that.
Come
ladies,
for the ride with us.
Come for the ride. It's a fun ride.
It's a fun ride.
It's a fun ride. Ladies, tell everyone where they can find you once again.
At Grace Helbig across all social media. A real Grace Helbig on Snapchat.
And I am at Mametown and Real Mametown on Snapchat and You Deserve a Drink on YouTube.
At Harto, Harto.
So good. And I've been your host, Blake V. And you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat at Blake V Media. I'm so happy. Thank you guys again.
Thanks, Blake.
Woo-hoo! See you guys later.
See you later.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.